Hey, what's up, David? This will be a demo video for you for your Laredo Sabers Clan Saber Series 2. So this has a Proffie build with a brass mix chassis that I designed for you. So let's go over my desk and take a look at this guy. Hey, what's up, David? This is a quick demo video for you for your Laredo Sabers Clan Saber Series 2. All right, so I did a Series 1 for you, which is a little bit different. It's a lot different on the inside, this being the Series 2. So this is a 2-button setup. Your 2 switches are right here. You've got power in the front, auxiliary in the back. There were 2 different options for lenses on this piece right here. I chose to do the clear one. That way you can make the LED strip that I have behind here any color you want and it would show through nice. All right, so I put the red one back in your box, but I did glue this box down, but I just put it back in your box anyway. All right, running a KR Sabers Eco V4 in there. Now I did design a crystal chamber chassis for you, so how to get to that is you just want to unscrew the pommel here. We'll take the pommel off. You'll see your speaker there. Just take your finger from the emitter, gently push it, and it'll come right out, just like that. All right, so this is your chassis. We'll get this out of the way here, out of the camera. This is the chassis I came up with for it. So a crystal chamber I designed. I did print this out of resin because it is a very long guy. So it's one resin piece. I made it look like a crystal, but it has a Neopixel accent on the top and on the bottom. All right, coming over here, this is the LED PCB that Shadow Foil Props made for Laredo Sabers to go with this saber. So there's a 10 pixel PCB here that lights up. You've got your switch PCB here, each switch having its own Neopixel accent, so those light up. This says Solo Sabers over here for me. Your blade connector. Coming down here is your Proffie B3. You can get to your SD card with a pair of tweezers and the 90-degree data cable that you and I speak about all the time, and it's pretty common with my builds, so you don't have to lift up the board here. In fact, it is glued down because there are a ton of wires underneath the board. All right, so you've got a 15 pixel accent strip underneath this brass piece right here, and it has some diffusion. Same thing over here, 15 pixel accent strip with some diffusion material. All right, so your removable battery. So we'll take a battery over here. Spring side is your negative side of your battery. Snap it right in. And then we can come over here and flip the kill switch, which is right in front of the board. This is running the K-Sith Scrap Tech font. So if I turn the slide off here, you can see both sides, or both ends of this crystal, up and bottom, or top and bottom rather, are doing something a little different. These two run in unison. This is doing its own thing. I have this kind of like a lime green when it's off. You can see these doing their own thing until we turn the saber on. Then everything kind of switches up a little bit. And you've got twist off. All right, now you'll notice on the back end of the chassis, you've got this little nub in here, and you've got another one right here. Because when you look inside of the saber, you can see that little groove right there where it goes into, and then 180 degrees you have another one right there. So that kind of helps you line up the chassis. When you put this in, you're going to want to line up your switch PCB with your 2 switches here. Should be very easy to do. Go right in, right like that. Don't ever press on the speaker like this. I like to just press on the side. You'll hear a little click. Sometimes a click, sometimes not. It clicked every time except for the time I said there was going to be one. But then take the pommel, screw it all the way down. It locks the chassis in place. So now you can see you've got your animation right here. You've got your animation and your 2 switches. We can hit power. That sounds pretty beefy when the pommel is on. That's all lit up. Auxiliary right here. Now this is made for a 7/8 inch blade. So how to get to your blade retention is you want to back up this ring right here. You can take this ring right off, okay? Just be careful, because when you do that, there's a brass ring right here, all right? So that is how you get to your blade retention. I got it in the socket a little bit, so we'll go ahead and we'll take it out. Not all the way out, just back it out of the socket. Put our 7/8 inch blade in there. You'll want to bite down on your blade pretty hard. I'm doing this right-handed and it's not working for me. I'm a left-handed guy. Bite down on your blade pretty hard because you want to get that grub screw where it's beneath the surface here. All right, so you could take your brass ring, slide it over that guy. You could take this guy, slide it over the blade, slide it over the blade, bring it down, lock it down like that, and now the saber is all ready to go. So you hit power. Flash on flash, right? Blaster bolts, blade lock up. And then twist off. All right, so you just have the one sound font on here for now, which I believe I used the Scrap Tech font from Kaseth, because I know that you own that. We'll go ahead and take this, loosen that a bit, take our blade out. Make sure to put that back to where it's below the surface of that piece, right? So that way your brass ring fits on, and then we can screw in our emitter again. Next time, or like when you put a blade in, it might be better to take this and slide it through the bottom of the blade instead of the tip like I try to do with mine. You'll probably have an easier time of it. But to take the chassis out, it's very easy to do. Again, we'll just take the pommel off. Gently give it a little push from the emitter, it'll pop right out. All right, you can see that it's on right now, but we'll go ahead and we'll turn the saber on anyway. And we'll flip it off right here with the kill switch, all right? And then when you want to take the battery out, you should be able to do it with your finger just like that. All right, so that is your Clan Saber Series 2 from Laredo Sabers. Let me know if you have any, oh, there's the click. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will get this out in the mail to you first thing Monday morning. All right, thanks, man.